Nation. Hello, and welcome to what America knows as the Social Distancing Social Club, to what the rest of the world knows as the Social Distancing Social Club. I want to go for this adventure of mind, body, and sound and lights and sensory explosion, known as what this show is. And now, guys, I swear to you, my linguistic skills get worse and worse every day. I'd like to welcome all of you now to the second host of the show.
Oh my god.
Who is the second, one of two of four legs.
Best intro ever.
Ladies and gentlemen, Hofstetter Steve.
Hello, everyone. How are you?
Son of a bitch! How every time do you have a new one? God damn it! I've never felt so illiterate in my whole life.
That's the one that I loved the most when I was a kid. That one, man gets shot in the head twice, was a great one.
I gotta say, this has been perfect because I bought a bunch of these on the same day, and they've been sending them to me through the mail, and I've been getting one a day. And so they have been perfect for this bit to just slowly and surely read this one a day. Anyway, hey everybody, good to be here. Someone over here looks a little bit like the baby Steve thing from yesterday. But that said, happy to be here, and if you guys are happy to be here, please support the show. You can do so by giving us a little tip. You can do that with Facebook stars, you can do that with Super Hearts, and you can do that. Top right of the screen is our Venmo. You could PayPal, laughfromhome.com, or of course, you can super chat on YouTube. We always appreciate the Venmo and the PayPal a little bit more because people don't take their portion away from us. Oh my God, I'm catching it, Ben. Whatever it is that you have, I'm catching it.
Well, you done, and it's good.
Sweet picture.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Mr. Chris Bowers, everybody. Chris Bauer.
Wow.
Hey, what's up? I'm wearing my red shirt today because I'm all in on baseball season. I decided, you know what? I haven't watched baseball in a couple years. What else is there to do? So fuck it. I'm gonna watch the 10 or 12 games they have before they shut down. I'm excited for it. So I got the MLB package for $60. And Steve, I don't know if you recognize this shirt, but this is also the shirt I wore when I caught your first pitch at the Great American Ballpark. So
And you've clearly washed it since you have the press pass still on.
No, you don't. I don't wash anything. You know that. I put a t-shirt under it, so you never have to wash it. But anyway, that's the post that's right there.
I love it. Just when I thought the Bowers could not find a dumber jacket, you outdo yourself, and I think it's great. Oh, you don't like that?
You know, I thought we were going to be like supporting each other as baseball fans. I don't want to point out that the Mets are down 3-0 right now because I have the fucking MLB channel.
Well, you probably shouldn't because they're up 2-1. But that said,
okay. There was 1-0 when I checked the last time.
Guys,
just assume that the 2 more runs were scored by the Braves. I get it. I totally
just assumed it.
Guys, I hate to break the news to you, but right now the Mets are down 12-0.
Wow, I gotta say, this new runner on second thing in extra innings is wild. This keeps changing.
They're pumping in sound from an audience, and they're pumping in just random statistics. It's really throwing baseball for a living.
Yeah.
That's the dumbest thing they're doing, by the way. Pumping in sound and fake audience members is so stupid.
Well, I think the sound makes sense, honestly. I like
it
the
makes
sound.
no sense. It's not real. Why would you pump in fake sound?
So you can't hear the guy go, I fucking got it! I fucking got it! Get the fuck away from here! I fucking got it! They need that noise.
It would make it incredible.
Screaming F words at the top of their lungs.
Bowers, that's what would make this better than normal baseball, so you'd something different to watch. Why make it seem like it's the same?
I actually think it's really cool that Major League Baseball is not only pumping in crowd noises, but they're making them authentic. Like, if you go to a Marlins game, it's just one guy going.
And also, they don't cuss as much as Bauer just made it seem like. They're not going,
totally
I fucking got it, I fucking got it.
They totally do.
Talk to a baseball player?
They're not cussing 3 times in 5 seconds when playing baseball.
They fucking are, dude.
They absolutely are. I don't think I ever told this story, but Sam Norton and I went to spring training and we met Brandon Phillips, and he hit Sam Norton in the balls because that's sense of humor there.
Well, one time when I was in high school, I was trying for a week to get on the track team when football ended, and I was watching the baseball team practice, and they were hitting just like fly balls to their outfielders for practice, and one went over the fence, and I tried to catch it with my bare hands, and I missed it, and the ball went through right here and hit me in the nuts. A baseball fly ball in the nuts. I was on the ground in excruciating pain. The entire track team, including every hot girl at our school that was on track, of course, came out and sees me writhing in the floor. They had to bring ice for my testicles. It was not great. I did not make the track team after that, by the way. I was cut.
Yeah. By the way, Ben, you could have ended that story however you wanted. None of us would have known.
Yeah, I'm an honest person. Very honest person. And as I was trying to catch the ball, I was like, I fucking got it. I fucking got it. Fuck.
The problem was you didn't curse, and that's why you dropped it. That was the...
You're probably right.
Yeah.
You also didn't have to end that story by telling us you didn't make the track team. Of course you didn't make the track team.
You don't need hands to make the track team, Bowers. He could have still made it.
I guess. The javelin, maybe? You look like you could throw a javelin, probably.
This is a two-time varsity football athlete, okay? 2 years varsity team. That's just because you had to be on varsity if you wanted to play your junior year, and there was just requirements you had to make the team, and I qualified for 2 of the requirements. They kind of had to put me on the team, so there.
He actually did
My
try
bad.
for javelin, but then one of them hit him in the nuts. So it was...
That's right.
Nice. Speaking of javelin to the nuts, Queen Rachel's here. How are you, Queen? Have you having a
I
fun
got
day?
a care package from Zara, so I'm just like reading up on what she wanted me to, I guess, learn some new stuff or something. But I will. Do anything for love.
Quarantined by myself, I actually have the book Tantrum Sex. It's a little bit different.
Oh my God. Okay, I have to apologize to Zara because here's what happened. Last night she texted me and said, "Did you get a care package for me?" And I said, "Let me go look." And we were stoned, and so on our way to the mailbox, we decided to go get snacks, and then I totally forgot to go to the mailbox. So I need to do that today. The show's over. Zara, I apologize. I didn't check the mail yesterday because I was stoned. So we'll do that tomorrow or today. We'll do it today, and I'll talk about it when we get back. So that was what she sent you, was a book on tantric sex? That's pretty cool.
No, she really didn't send that. It was here.
Oh, I just assumed. Okay.
It was a joke, Bowers. There was a joke. Zara and I have this like
That was
thing, and we just,
I'm saying she
That
just
was-
sent me something. I assumed that she sent you something. I just maybe
She
sent
did, but
everybody
I just
something.
haven't received it yet.
That was a joke that
Oh,
came with
okay.
the fact that Rachel just has a tantric sex books lying around her house.
I guess it does.
She
We don't know
actually
where
has
she stayed.
all 5 versions, just like I have with Jay Leno books. It's the same.
You should see Jay Leno's facial expressions in that book.
Yeah. Yeah, he has the same facial expressions, he's just doing it like under one leg somehow.
Did you hear this? Did you hear this? I'm about to come.
We did have a fun overnight game. I don't know if you guys checked out the overnight game. It was #special skills. So what do we have? What do the people in the Isolation Nation have as special skills? Dash has an eidetic prop memory. Can't remember sound check, but knows exactly where every prop is, where it came from, and how he used it last time. That's fun for Ben's special skills. I liked that one. BT can squeeze a dozen thank yous in the time and space required for just one. I like that one. Jeremy Day. That last one was Ron Gould. Jeremy Day was for Frank Notaro. Said hosting the show Street Smarts is one of his special skills.
Pretty good.
Jeremy Day. Jeremy Day also
That show
had
ended,
Hours
by the
Comedy.
way. I'm sorry. I was going to say that show ended. Street Smarts ended due to creative differences because they kept insisting that they shoot him straight on, and Frank was like, "No, down here or way up here."
Oh, love it. Every day also has a special flair with squares, be they pocket or T. I thought that was really good. That was about it. Brittany had the front row, the ability to get out a synchronized groan at a particularly bad pun. I think that was about it. Shag Nasty had can make queen turn. This is about Zara. Can make queen turn red with a wave and a look, and then has a picture of her waving and looking at her and her turning red. But my favorite one was from Beryl, and it has this whole thing with a picture of me at the top, and it says, "I don't know who you are. I don't know what you want. If you are looking for ransom, I can tell you I don't have any money. But what I do have is a very particular set of skills I've acquired over a very long career, skills that make me a nightmare for people like you. If you let my favorite jacket go now, that will be the end of it. I will not look for you. I will not pursue you. But if you don't, I will look for you. I will find you, and I will T-square you.
By the way, I enjoyed how slow you read that to make sure you didn't stumble, and you still did, which was beautiful.
What I stumble on?
It was brief stumbles, but I felt like you read that more carefully than you've ever read anything on the show.
I was trying to do the Liam Neeson thing where he talked real slow and was menacing. I wasn't menacing. You were just working on my flubs. All right, that's fine.
Sorry, I apologize. I was very menaced.
What's today's game, Steve?
I'll tell you.
Say it perfectly.
As soon as I'm done being menaced. Today's game is Unromantic a Movie. So the way it works is you take any title of a movie and you just make it less romantic. For instance, A Fine Night of Sleep in Seattle, or No Weddings and Four Funerals, or My Best Friend's Deposition, stuff like that. So just take a movie and make it very, very not romantic. Did I stumble?
Like Herbie the Love Bug blows a transmission, something like
exactly.
that.
Yeah. So the way to enter the game is you can comment on any of our streams, whether it is Facebook, Twitch, Twitter, or YouTube. But if you want to enter and possibly win one of the prizes, you could do so by sending $5 in. You could do that on Venmo, PayPal, or Super Chat, and your entry will be eligible to win a prize.
5 or more.
5 or more, yes.
We don't just penalize you if you tip more money. That would be weird policy.
No, actually, if you send in enough, you win automatically. That's how it works.
For $5,000, you win a front row ticket to this show, which costs $10.
If your entry is also good.
Correct. Shall we introduce the front row?
We sure shall.
Good to me. Let's do it.
Okay, please turn on your cameras, front row. Welcome to the Isolation Nation. Today we have got Zara Kentucky Fried Chicken Box. We've got Frank Notaro with a slightly better angle, but not really. We've got Raz with a Kentucky Fried Chicken bucket. We've got Cam. It's finger licking good. This is definitely an outpouring of love for Chris Bowers. He must be touched. Incredible. I don't even know how Zara got Kentucky Fried Chicken on the other side of the planet. Do they have it there? I did not know.
Kentucky Fried Chicken is actually the biggest restaurant in the world.
Is it really?
Yep, it's in more locations than anything else.
Now is when Bowers got menacing. Now he just got the biggest restaurant in the world. I was like, okay, bro, damn.
I'm real hungry now. I'm real hungry now. I'm trying to eat after the show. That's my new diet plan. Just eat after the show. So
you wouldn't like to see Bowers when he's hungry.
I love the tribute to Frank Notaro. That's hilarious. Nicely done.
Very cool. I like the KFC takeover. Big fan. We also have 2 amazing comics, both brand new to the show. So we're excited. We have Brittany Schmitt is here. Brittany, say hello. How are you?
Hey guys, how you doing?
Hello, Brittany.
I'm 2 years sober today, and depending on how this show goes, I might relapse. So buckle up.
Nice
I just want to be the first to say congratulations on your sobriety and good luck starting again tomorrow.
Thank you. Counting days is the best.
Brad, we also have Rob Pugliese's here. Rob Pugliese is here. Say hi, Rob. How are you?
What's up, guys? How's it going? This is my dog. He barks, so sorry, but he's cute. Also going to be using this as a dating app. So, God, no.
I like the way you carry that dog in a. Go ahead, Bowers.
I've always wanted a game show called Pet Finder or Tinder, where you read profiles and have to decide if it's a pet finder description or a Tinder bio. I think that'd be fun.
That's fantastic.
Nice.
Just be like, oh, just be like, he's well behaved and loves scratches behind his ear. Be like, oh, that's definitely a pet finder. As it turns out, no.
He likes long walks. Yeah, exactly. Slight cocaine problem. Whatever. Pet finder. We got it.
Yeah. Ben, what were you going to say?
I know he left.
Oh.
Rach, you got anything to catch up on?
Right? We do. Dan Whitner tipped the show $5 and said, Steve, pineapple on pizza, yes or no?
You know my answer. Jesus Christ. He's just making a face. There it is. Yeah.
It's so good.
think that's
I thought he was
Whatever.
frozen.
Me too.
I mean,
Steve lag
I know.
out? Did his face
Here's
lag?
the thing. I love pineapple very, very much. One of my favorite foods. I put it in a lot of different things. I enjoy pineapple in poke. I enjoy pineapple in Thai food. I'll throw it in a stir fry. But pizza's pizza. You don't put fruit on pizza. It's not a.
Disagree.
Yes.
I don't have
Damn
strawberry pizza. I don't have blueberry pizza. Like it's just fucking. You don't put fruit on pizza.
I don't know what pineapple or pokey is, so whatever. I don't know.
He was Gumby's food.
You eat pokies? Okay, cool. I guess you put them in a bowl
Poke.
because you're nice.
Poke.
Oh, poke. Still don't know.
Yeah,
what
you ever
you're
been?
talking
You've been to a Chipotle? Have you been to a Chipotle?
about. Yeah, I've been to Chipotle.
Okay, poke is that, but with sushi ingredients. There you go.
Like in a burrito?
Oh fuck, sushi.
I knew he was gonna
Sushi
say that.
ours
Blowing his
is
mind.
is fish and vegetable. Oh fuck, vegetables. Okay, vegetables. Where do I start here?
Look, the closest I've ever gotten. Sometimes I'll put a pineapple Pringle on a pizza Pringle. That's as close as I'll get to anything we're talking about.
Do they have pineapple Pringles?
They do not. I don't
Okay.
imagine they do. I'm just joking.
I was like, holy shit, I'm missing out. That I would try that, but not pineapple pizza. No way.
Strawberry Pringles. I'm in. What else we got, Rach?
We're caught up, but I just want to give a shout out to it's Diana Gonzalez's birthday today. So
Oh, hey,
Happy
happy
birthday.
birthday! Added for that.
Happy
Well,
I met Brittany while she was opening for Chris in Cleveland. I was there for the All-Star game, and I dropped in hilarities and just thought she was funny right away. And I'm really glad she's on the show now.
Yeah,
Very
that's
cool.
amazing. That was back when the world was open and things were happening.
Isn't
Like,
that weird? What's that?
And Brittany, I can tell you're not a big fan of hope, but I'll give you a little hope. That statistic we hear about marriage is actually off. First marriages only fail 25% of the time. It's
Okay.
that second and third and fourth, whatever, after the first marriage, they fail
Right.
75% of the time,
Well-
which fucks up the statistics. So if
I
it's your
thought it was
first
the other way
marriage,
around.
no,
Well, the
no,
good news
first marriages are cool 75% of the time. It's once you're married twice, you'll get married as many times as you need.
okay, so my husband is on his second marriage. So
Oh, you're fucked.
We are.
Yeah, you're
we're
fucked. Because my second marriage was my second marriage, but her first marriage, and yeah, that didn't work out. So yeah,
Yeah,
I
yeah,
think
yeah.
you're fucked. My
So,
bad.
yeah.
I
But
didn't mean
also,
didn't mean to bring hope in there. My bad.
Yeah, it's okay.
yeah, Brittany, you could call it your first marriage. You can call it your third to last. However
Right.
you want to say it. You know.
Right.
I've always wanted to set a collector plates of 7. That's always been my goal. But
yeah.
all right, Christopher Capo started us off with $10 and said, "Here you go, squirt."
Awesome.
That's all it costs? Damn.
Yeah.
It's reasonable.
Yeah.
It is a reasonable price.
For those prices, you can't afford to not squirt. Sorry.
Right. Like a 6-pack of squirt for that.
Oh man.
We also
Good
had,
drink. It's a good
if
drink.
you have a six,
Great
if you have a
drink.
6-pack,
Solid
it's easier
drink.
to make them.
One of my
squirt,
favorite
by the way,
sodas.
Ben.
Unforgettable
that?
drink.
I said if you have a 6-pack, it's easier to make them squirt, but that's neither here nor there.
oh Lord.
What women do you meet? Who are these people you meet a 6-pack?
Because they're drunk.
They're all in.
He's saying abs, not beer.
Yeah, it was an abs joke.
Oh.
Not a drink beer.
I thought it was
joke.
a date rape joke.
No.
This is how far away you guys are from having abs. That you didn't-
Talking about beer,
Yeah,
right?
I
Bowers
say
is
6-pack
like,
people
women are
met-
attracted. Bowers basically said the sentence, "Women are attracted to 6-packs," and every one of you was just like, "Oh, a case of beer? It's a case of
like
beer."
Mountain Dew. Like what about Mountain Dew? Does that work? No, that's not what I'm talking about.
You're like, "Hey,
Lucky.
women like biceps. Oh, is that a new brand of beer?"
Lucky for me, my girlfriend is not at all into muscles or like flat stomach, so we're good. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Yeah, we
lucky
get
for
that.
your girlfriend as well.
That's nice she says that.
It's a little weird. It is a little suspect because
Sweet
she
girl.
does say all the time that she loves John Cena, and she's like, I mean, that body type, I hate it, but for some reason I like him. I'm like,
You can tell she's lying. She's like, I like
Yeah.
his acting. That's what I love about it.
It's also weird that she says she's not into 6-packs while just blowing into your stomach like like that.
He's a good boy.
Yeah.
That's a good point.
Didn't even understand that. But sure.
When Chrissy sees a hot guy, she's like, "Oh my god, look how gross he is with his abs and all his fucking muscles. God damn, I fucking hate that so much. He's so gross. Why? I'm glad you're fat." I'm like, she says that every time, so that's I know.
And then does she excuse herself for about 15 minutes?
It takes her 3. It takes her 3, and then she squirts. But yeah, let's go.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Can we stop?
Jesus. Oh, is that like moist, Rachel? Is squirt like moist? Is that a problem?
Squirt's worse.
Visuals. Like I'm
Rachel,
imagining
you
guys
opened
with
with
your
a tantric
partners.
sex book.
Yeah, that's fair.
Getting upset about.
Yeah, squirting's
Rachel's
on
just
page
that-
3, Rach.
Now you're pretending
Rachel's
that you're
just
innocent.
upset because Bowers ruined the ending of the book.
The twist.
Rachel is so into tantric sex, she just hates when anybody finishes.
On her first orgasm.
That's the best joke you've ever made.
It's ironic because we never let her finish reading the tips. What else?
Indeed.
All right. So Jess tipped Brittany $25 and said, "Brittany, more people should have the revelation that booze is personal. When someone tries to make you drink, they just want a hostage."
Oh,
That's deep.
Yeah.
deep as fuck.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Jeff Jones, $5 tip for Brittany. I love the dark humor.
Oh, thank you. Where
Tam,
did that come
$5. Brittany, props on the sobriety. I've totally crossed the dark side with you.
from? Oh, it is dark.
It is dark.
It is dark.
The
There's so many.
sucker.
I was like, alcohol was doing the job for so long. I was just like, I didn't realize I was depressed until I quit drinking. I just thought I was fun.
Unfortunately, so did everyone else.
Yeah. I was like, oh, it's not normal to flash your in-laws when you meet them. I thought that's how you win. Like the first time I met him, I flashed him. I'm like, whoa, I party.
Oh, shit.
Wait, did you really do that?
Yeah, I did.
Explain
No,
the
Brittany,
context behind how that came
you
up.
were fun. Brittany, you were fun, though. You were
I
fun.
was
Don't let me
so
tell you
fun.
people you weren't fun, but let's
I
hear
was
the context.
so fun.
But
No,
in what context did that happen? How does that happen?
Well,
Dinner?
we were just like partying, and all of my now husband's friends were in the room, and I didn't realize that the in-laws were walking in the door behind me, so I just did one of these, and then everyone saw my titties, including the in-laws.
Well, it was an accident. Accidents happen sometimes.
Yeah, you were just trying to show your husband's friends your tits.
Yeah,
not-
exactly. Which is
You were trying to be a good person.
which
and
is how
got-
you win them over, you know.
Yeah. No,
How did the in-laws react to that moment?
Yeah.
They turned around and walked out.
No.
Yeah.
Did you bring it up later? Did anybody bring it up ever?
They
No.
turned around and walked out, but they came back 3 minutes later.
Yeah.
Oh.
Just kind of never talked about it again.
Yeah, well, you don't talk about that. Once that happens, you just all pretend that never happened and just pretend
Yep,
it's regular
exactly.
Christmas for the rest of your life.
Yeah.
As long as your uncle wasn't there, we're good, I guess.
Right.
What you have to do is that's when your husband just talks to his parents and be like, yeah, it's such a shame that Brittany couldn't make that party the other day. But did you meet that random blonde girl that came with my friend Doug? Did you meet that girl?
It's a terrible plan. I mean, they're gonna see her again.
Well, yeah, but they didn't notice her face.
I was gonna say they're not gonna recognize her face, so who cares?
That's a good point. You would have had to instantly go and get breast implants just to change your appearance so they could never recognize you again.
Yeah.
We also had Renee D tip $5. Congratulations, Brittany. We've got Razor $5 for Brittany to go towards your next case of Jose Cuervo 1800. It would be more, but I gotta save up for your next engagement ring and plane ticket to Seattle.
I love
Wow.
Seattle.
We've got Andrea Gordon $5. Brittany, sorry about your mom, I guess, but why did you make me laugh at that, you monster?
I wish I could say nobody was harmed in the making of that joke, but that wouldn't be true.
Nice.
Mom took a bullet for that joke.
That's fucking funny.
Were you about to go up first on the show and she's like, don't worry, I'll take the bullet instead.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, the whole thing's a metaphor, Ben. It's just a metaphor.
Peter Amsel, 7 Canadian. Brittany, all marriages end one way or another, either in divorce or death. Nobody gets out alive.
Amazing.
Well, people who divorced get out alive.
Yeah.
Right inside, I guess.
The only way to survive marriage is to get divorced.
Yeah.
Well, I told a group of college kids when I was speaking at a college once, and I said, I mean this motivation. I don't mean this to depress you, but realize you can't be afraid to get in relationships because you're afraid to get hurt, because every relationship you ever end is going to end in the worst heartache you ever. Or every relationship you ever in is going to end in a breakup except for one, and he's going to die. So you can't like the best relationship you ever have is going to be the worst heartache you ever have. So
Did you
can't not
have a stroke when you were telling those kids, and then best relationship you ever? Let me just point is people die. Point here. Let me just say, I don't mean this to depress you, but you're gonna die in relationships end, and the point is death is good. Let's go get beer.
Go Wildcats.
All right, we've got some more. Zara, $10. That was hilarious, Brittany. It's before 9 a.m. on a Sunday, and I accidentally texted squirt instead of state to a colleague. Zara.
Where did Bowers go? Did I offend Bowers with that story? He's gone.
He did leave. I saw him turn off his video.
Yeah.
We'll see.
By the way, I did learn through the process of my divorce. I don't know if I've talked about this on the show before, but there's a waiting period in California. You can't get divorced for at least 6 months. It's a weird thing. So I looked into that, and there's a waiting period in almost every state. And in every single state in America, it is quicker to get a handgun than it is to get divorced. Every single one. And I think that's the government being like, there's another option.
All right. Last few, we've got Olivia tipped Brittany $5 and said, Brittany, for Brittany, we miss you from apartment 720.
Oh my God. Oh yeah. Yep. That's apartment 720 is the club that I used to go to all the time and be super ratchet at.
Oh.
Yeah, in Milwaukee. I think it's still there.
I mean, that's a ratchet club when it's in an apartment.
Yeah.
It's not. That's just the name of it.
By the way, whoever lives in apartment 719 is pissed.
And then we had Matthew Plummer, $5. Brittany, just wow. And a couple generals. Gus Walsh tipped the show 4 cents and said, Steve, tomatoes a fruit.
Yeah, and you don't put them separately on a pizza. You don't just put a tomato on a pizza.
You do.
What?
You totally put tomatoes on pizza. I don't understand.
No, I'm not saying no one puts tomatoes on pizza.
That's all you do to pizza, Steve, is put tomatoes on them.
No, you put tomato sauce on pizza.
Sauce.
You and I don't eat the same pizza.
You put tomatoes straight up on pizza. It's one of the best things to put on pizza is tomatoes.
I'm not saying that nobody puts them on pizza, and I'm not saying that it's impossible to put them on pizza, and I'm not saying that you don't enjoy them. I'm saying that I do not prefer my pizza that way.
Tips.
We had one more general come in.
Not what you said.
John Galbraith, 20
So
pounds.
like insisting on how I should make pizza. It's my fucking pizza. I do what I want.
No, what you said. You said you don't put tomatoes on pizza. That's what you said. Play back the tape.
All right.
20 pounds from John and said, good evening from the UK. And we're caught up.
Cool.
Oh, great.
You guys are all, this is not great.
I'm glad that we I thought you had a big run to take over from
No,
that.
I just wanted to
We're in
stop
the
you
middle.
guys from talking.
Well, that was not effective. I mean, it was effective, but now, okay. Rachel, what do you want to say?
Yeah.
I think we should get to our next comic.
It's a little early
All
for
right.
it.
That's fine. Fine.
By the way, Rachel, you could also just make up tips if you really want us to get to like stop talking. You'd be like, and John from Blonde donated $5, and just do that.
Well,
I'm
Zara
telling you
just
guys.
said $5 and said all your pizzas are belong to us.
Nice reference.
Nice.
Brittany, how is married life now? Are you digging it?
Oh yeah, it's great. My husband's the best. He actually, this quarantine, he like lost a bunch of weight and then also is like somehow really successful this year. So he's just getting hotter and hotter, which is great for me because I'm not. I'm going the other way.
That's
And
awesome.
where
He
is
up
that
to-
it,
What'd you say?
Steve?
Oh, I was gonna say, yeah. It turns out he has a home gym and he's invested in the online therapy industry.
Yeah.
Money. Money.
And she's married to John Zoom. It's a fucking
Yeah.
pretty good life.
As it turned out, it was actually Elon Musk. So things are going fine.
What animal is that hanging over your bed? What is that supposed to be?
I honestly have no idea. I just
It's a
bought it because
steer.
it looked cool. Yeah, I
It's
think
definitely a steer.
There you go.
Is it real, you think?
No, I don't think so. I think it's stucco or something.
Word. I like it.
Thanks.
Yeah, I've definitely thought I don't have enough dead stucco animals in my house.
Yeah, it's really good for like when the earthquake hits. It's just gonna kill both of us, I think, immediately.
Well, it's nice because if it flips over, it gets one
Yeah.
of each of you. With
Yeah,
one for each
exactly.
heart.
Then we'll die together.
That's perfect. Yeah, and that way your
romantic.
marriage doesn't end separately.
Yes.
Yeah, that's the dream. That's the dream. Die together in an earthquake, right?
You know, I have better dreams than that.
Yeah, that's not the dream. But...
That is a
I
dream.
think it's not one of the worst ways to go. It's not one of the best ways to go, But I think the point is, don't realize how hard it is. And maybe you'd go quickly. Maybe you'd fall right on
Wait,
you.
you already got your care package from Zara? Where the fuck did you get a rhino?
This is hanging in my bathroom. This is hanging in my restroom.
Do you guys typically hunt at Pottery Barn?
Yep,
It's the most dangerous game. Few people know that.
that's right.
For white people, it's the most dangerous game.
I gotta say, it's real bad when it gets to Wicker season. That's the toughest.
Oh yeah.
Well, they don't retain water as well.
This is what I have over my bathroom stall. That's what we
What is
That's about-
happening?
Did I miss the weird fucking animal memo? Am I supposed to have one of those?
Oh yeah, Rob. Sorry, it's your first episode. We forgot to fill you in.
I didn't know there was a creepy animal memo I was supposed to have in my.
Pete, what are you talking about? Okay, don't
That
put
actually
the
evens it
horn
out.
up the
That
lion's
evens it out.
butt. That's weird.
Oh, that's what made this weird.
Yeah. That's not a sex
Oh,
organ. That's
fine.
for getting your dinner.
Your weird pool floaty that you have is
It's
fine.
not a pool floaty. It's a sculpture.
My
That's
apologies. Wait, turn it toward us. Is that the Walmart thing? Oh no, it's a snowflake. Okay, sorry. I
It's
thought
a
that was the
deer.
Walmart logo for a second. I was like, holy
Oh, yeah.
fuck.
Yeah, I have a Walmart. No, I got this at a flea market in Jonesboro, Indiana. So don't fucking act like I went to Walmart.
You went to the place that people go when they bought too much stuff from Walmart and need to sell it.
Yeah, when you get kicked out of Walmart, that's where you end up.
Yeah, exactly.
That's where the people who don't want to wear masks shop.
Yeah, I wasn't wearing masks or shoes, so I had to go to the flea market to get my
Yeah.
deer.
They're
on
like
my
no
wall.
They're like no shirt, no shoes. Well, here is a table with shirts and shoes you can shop in. It's perfect.
All right, Rachel, we got anything to catch up on, Rachel? Because I think you're
Yeah,
right. We
we
probably
do.
should go to another comic.
So we had a couple things. So
Rachel,
Tam,
you've got a great cock.
thanks. Tam tipped the show $2 and said, "Ben, we can't roll back the tape. You'd have to actually watch the show."
Sick burn.
Mine, Steve didn't say he puts tomato on pizza or whatever. I refuse to watch it.
I actually have had sliced tomato on pizza. It is pretty good, but I very much prefer vegetables on pizza. I'm a much bigger fan of that.
Gross.
Okay, I straight up request sliced tomato on pizza almost always. It's amazing. And if you ever never heard of margarita pizza, I mean, what are you talking about? It's almost like you're going over.
But the best pizza I've ever had is mac and cheese pizza. Have you had that?
Yes, it's incredible.
There's a
What?
place right by Comedy Club on State in Madison, Wisconsin.
Yes,
Yeah.
What-
that's where I had it.
Oh yeah, it's so fucking good. I'm from Wisconsin. My sister went to Wisconsin. That
Yeah,
fucking mac and cheese
that-
pizza is the
That
bomb.
place is fucking
What is
great.
it? Is
The
it just
best piece of
with mac
pizza
and
I've
cheese?
ever had in my life. I went
Yeah.
there every night drunk after the show and stoned and just was in heaven. I had 2 slices back to back. It was unbelievable.
I say this as a gatekeeping New Yorker. I love that pizza place in Wisconsin. It's fucking great.
Mhm. It's
Yep.
so good.
So my favorite pizza is you take a piece of Greek's pizza, which is Indianapolis pizza, and you put a Pizza King pizza on top of it, and then you eat both of them at the same time. That's how you know. You made it.
That is an unholy marriage. You bring the two
That's right.
families together.
And
Triangle
no one
pizza
gets
with
out
square
alive.
picca?
Nobody gets out alive.
I might.
You-
Are we
you
caught
ever
up,
put
Rachel?
A piece of
No.
pizza in the middle to make it a sandwich. Or
Well, I wouldn't put Pizza Hut in there. Pizza Hut's definitely an outer piece. It's not a middle piece. You don't want to do that. That's more of a crust piece.
Last one that came in was from Dana. Bunster tipped the show $30 and said, "I love coming in late. Tonight it's Pizzagate."
Can my couple of friends / associates from the past stop messaging me about how every single celebrity is involved in Pizzagate and is involved in... They're all pedos. Everyone. Tom Hanks, apparently, also. Loves children.
I will say the one thing I'm scared about right now, honestly, is this whole thing that everyone's a pedophile and blah, blah, blah. But the thing that scares me, this dude at a restaurant was going off for about 20 minutes. And he's like, and Trump's the only guy trying to stop it. I'm like, what? You think Trump is the guy that's going to end all this? He bought the Teen USA pageant so he could go backstage. What the fuck are you talking about?
Just wish Ghislaine Maxwell well, the pedophile they just arrested. He's like, I wish her well.
I was really hoping that was like a horse head in the bed wish well thing. Like the,
I don't think
like
it was.
the idea of like, I just wish you well, and then 2 minutes later.
Well, I think he's being nice to her so she doesn't tell on him, to be honest. But that's
absolutely. But I will say that Pizzagate thing, like, look, I do think that there is a crazy cabal of pedophiles, absolutely. But the Pizzagate thing is so fucking ridiculous. Like, I was flirting with someone. And I was talking to her on Instagram, and then I saw in her feed, and she just had like a picture of a piece of pizza, and they were like, "This has to stop," and I was like, "Oh, this better fucking not mean what I think it means." Like,
yeah. I mean, literally, their evidence in their code is that they mentioned pizza. Clearly, like nobody mentions pizza in life. Look at the last 10 minutes of our show.
Yeah.
This is not an elaborate code.
Apparently, I don't order mine with tomatoes. What's that code?
Whoa. I guess Steve doesn't like Asian girls.
It's ridiculous. You've really cracked the code that people enjoy pizza. Bravo, detective.
Yeah, it's kind of like when we in high school we wanted to have a spirit day, but nobody had any spirit in our school, so we just made it Jeans Day, so everybody accidentally did it. We tricked him into having school spirit. Then all the stoners were like, "Good school spirit, man." He's like, "What the fuck are you talking about? It's Jeans Day. Nice work, bro." He's like, "Fuck you. I'm not wearing this because of you." I'm like, "Oh, my bad."
That's great. And then the one rebel just comes in sweatpants. Like, oh, son of a bitch.
Or Umbro shorts like I did every day of high school. Whatever.
That's not how I meant comes.
You know what, Rachel, we caught up because I think we should get to another comment.
Last one, Tam, $2. General, by the way, there's a replica of a longhorn skeleton. That's a replica of a longhorn skeleton. Its horns can be even longer.
Damn.
All right.
Nice work,
They
Tam.
can be
She's from
like
Texas,
up to
so she
13
knows.
feet.
13 feet?
Oh,
Good
wow.
Lord.
Wow.
Yeah, when I was driving through Texas, one of the landmarks, like, I decided to stop at, I saw this thing. It was like world's largest longhorn skull. I'm like, oh, that would be interesting. And you get there, and it's just a statue someone made of a longhorn. Like, that's not the biggest longhorns. You could just make a bigger one. Like, what the fuck? Like,
Yeah, but did they? I mean, you can make a bigger ball of twine. It's about doing it, man. It's not about what you want to do. It's what you're gonna do, motherfucker.
it was like 6 feet. It wasn't even that impressive.
can be
I was like,
big.
oh, this is gonna be really interesting. And then it was just a fucking someone made a statue.
Not all of us have big dicks, dude. Some of us are impressed by things that are 6 feet long. Whatever.
Your measurement for big dicks
Wow.
is 6 feet. Jesus.
Yeah, what the fuck?
Welcome to the
I
show,
am
Rob.
below average. Damn.
Hey, Dre,
Here, I'm a mere 2 feet over here. I'm a fucking person.
yeah, Steve would feel sorry for you. All right. I think it's time. Let's do it. Coming up next, he has a podcast called No Charisma on iTunes. Give everybody Rob Pugliese, everybody. Woo!
Hey. Nice. Oh, man. How's it going? Wild times, huh? It's craziness. Thanks for having me. I'm happy to be here. I've been doing a lot of comedy. I learned a little bit during all this nonsense. Did you know I figured out it costs exactly $1,200 to buy my vote? Isn't that crazy? Exactly $1,200. Yeah. Topical shit like this D'Elia thing, right? We're mad at him because those girls were underage, right? That's the reason. It wasn't just like his general approach that we're mad about. Because if that's the case, then I have emails to send. If it's the approach we're upset about, because I read some of those and I was like, this guy's got game. Let me tell you what. That's exactly what I do. What's up, girl? You're cute. Want to make out? That's my whole pickup line. Trying to get better, guys. That's the point. I was raised in the 90s, so I'm not like up to date with all the wokeness. And it's difficult because in the 90s, like my hero was Schwarzenegger. Remember Arnold Schwarzenegger? He was the best. And if you look up toxic masculinity in the dictionary, it's just a picture of his calf muscle, So it's like have as your hero. And he was great because anytime there was like a minor disagreement, he would just respond with extreme violence and then a cool catchphrase, and it would all work out, Like some guy would give him a hard time, and he just take a fucking knife and throw it through his chest, pin him to a wall, and be like, "Stick around." You're like, "Whoa, oh, shit! That's who I want to be when I grow up." My dad was no better. I had a crazy short Italian father. He was like, "You got to be a man. You got to grow up. You got to be a man. Be a man. You got to be tough. Be a man." And I grew up and became a man and moved to Los Angeles, and everyone was like, "We hate that. Stop it. What are you doing? No one likes it. What's the matter with you? No one likes men. What are you doing?" I'm trying to get better. It's generational, right? My father's crazy. My grandpa is crazier. My grandpa, I don't tell this to a lot of people. My grandpa is actually just an old racist gun. Yeah, I don't tell a lot of people that. That's true. Just an old racist musket we take out around the holidays, and he shoots Chinese jokes around the table. I don't know why we keep taking him out. I'm getting better. I am getting more progressive. I'm proud of myself. I've done that during the quarantine. I actually I matched with a trans woman on a dating app, which is exciting. Pretty pumped about that. Might go on a date. Trans women are great, aren't they? I love them. Like, they're beautiful like women and tell concise stories like men. So that's best of both worlds. Best of both worlds. Yeah, you're right. What's that, baby? You got up, went to work, and then came home? Holy shit, we have so much time left in the evening. Oh, my God. Let's go 69. I get to be on top tonight. My throat hurts. I'm getting better. My worst is road rage. That's where I'm like still fucking psychotic, This is a real story. I really did this. I some dude cut me off. It was like 2 months ago. And he cut me off, and I should just keep driving, but I don't because I'm a fucking psycho. So I pull over next to him, and he rolls down his window. I'm like, "Yo, dude, what the fuck?" And he looks at me, and he goes, "Yeah, man, you were driving too fast." I'm like, "Oh my God, I'm so fucking angry." And I really did this. I had a iced tea in the middle console, like a big cup of iced tea, and I picked it up and I threw it in his fucking face. I did that, and I nailed him. True story. I just stared at him, and I was like, "Hey, man, cool off." And then I drove away, and I yelled Schwarzenegger at the top of my lungs, Predator 2. Fuck, he's not in that one. God damn it. It's a Danny Glover movie. What are you doing?
What's going on?
I'm doing a show. I'm in the middle of a show.
Corona joke. What? Like a coronavirus.
I don't have a Corona joke. What are you doing?
About like a mask. No one's wearing a
I
mask.
don't have topical jokes. I'm in the middle of a fucking set. I'm sorry, guys. Anyway, where was I?
You don't have one coronavirus joke?
Boo! Boo!
Ouch.
Hey, man, I don't go down to the dick factory and slap the... fuck, I'm bad at that. You gotta help me after with the hecklers. Help me with the hecklers. I'm not good. That's what we call pandering. All right. I got one more little stupid thing here. We were talking about pedophiles earlier. This is a true story also. Some guy in the middle of the country, he walked like 350 miles to go meet up with a young boy. That's a real thing. He walked 357 miles. And then he gets there, and there's no young boy. It's just a detective. Can you believe that? That's ridiculous. Can you imagine walking 350 miles in the desert? The only thing keeping you going is the promise of sweet young boy, And then you get there, and there's just some goddamn junior detective. You should at least be allowed to smell his hair at that point. I feel like that's fair. I feel like that's fair. This is America. That's what you should be allowed to do, What do I know? I'm just a 90s guy. It's different. All right. Thanks, guys.
Rob Pugliese, everybody. Yes. That's called pandemicking, by the way.
Tip jar is open. Top right of the screen is our Venmo. You can PayPal at laughfromhome.com, or of course you can super chat on the YouTubes. Rachel, what do we got?
Well, I'm still catching up, so can you banter for a second, please, and thank you.
All Right.
I'm glad your roommate
That
put
was
his
real
shirt
quick.
back on to go to this fridge. I thought the no shirt was a nice touch. That was very funny.
He's a
That
gentleman.
made it,
He's a true
that made it
gentleman.
work.
Apologize. I'm sorry about that, guys.
Also, Bowers, why do you assume that's his roommate? That may have just been a heckler.
Yeah, no, they follow me.
Or his partner.
That's the trans lady he was on a date with.
She the ugliest trans woman you've ever seen.
Got to start
Get
somewhere.
some hair.
Well, no, you'd have to put a wig on him, but yeah, it'd probably be all right. That was very, very, very funny.
All right. We had Tam tip Rob $5 and said, Rob, towards a deposit on a new apartment.
All right, that was hurtful.
Damn.
I think so. You don't have to have a roommate anymore.
Gotcha. This is actually his house. Mine's way worse. So I appreciate it.
We also
Rob's
had,
like, "Can I use your house for the stand-up thing?" He's like, "Only if I can be in it with no shirt on, eating chips." He's like, "All right, I guess."
100% what it was.
I think it was the other way around. I think Rob was like, "Can I use your house for the stand-up thing?" And he's like, "Yeah, okay." He's like, "But you're gonna have to be in it with no shirt, eating chips." And he's like, "Again?"
Yeah, no, I haven't done comedy in 4 months, so I was worried about filling 5 minutes. That's help, please.
Steve hasn't
So
had sex
scared.
Steve hasn't had sex in 4 months, so he's feeling the same pressure. But
Nice. Sorry about that, Steve.
Oh.
We also had Peter Amsel, 6 Canadian, Rob for some hormone therapy.
There you go. Thank you, dude. I appreciate it. Appreciate that.
I haven't had sex in 4 months, and I'm quarantined with my girlfriend.
because she's not into props or toys.
I keep saying a threesome with a vintage lady is not really a threesome. She's still not into it.
It's like, think of all the things I can do with these tiny hands.
What can you do? You know, sometimes you make the rest of what you can make the rest of. You know?
I guess Ben's into feet.
I'm into platforms. I'm into stable platforms.
Yeah.
Wow, that's why you lost as a candidate. Okay.
We also had Andrea Gordon, $5, Rob, towards the cough drops that you'll need for that sore throat.
That means a lot. It's been hurting so bad.
We also had Matthew Plummer, $5, Rob, hilarious. This is towards road rage therapy.
Dude, I need that. Thank you so much. I don't
And
know how far
twice-
$5 get me, but thank you.
Did you actually do that? Did you actually throw soda in someone's car?
Yeah, that's 100% true.
Yeah, I thought of doing that once. I had the thought, and then I was like, it's too nice of a car.
I'm
But I
also
really got there with it, where I was like, I could fucking get you.
I'm also sober. 9
okay.
years, not to brag.
Okay,
but,
so you're winning.
it's the new drinking is road
Yeah.
rage. It's
Yeah.
so much better.
I had a guy once follow me. It was one of these things where construction made us merge lanes, and he was pissed that I merged in front of him, even though we all had to do that. And he followed me for probably about a mile, and I tried slowing down, let him by. I took a right. He came with me. Finally, I slowed down enough so he could just yell at me. And so I slowed down. He pulls up next to me, rolls down his window. I roll down mine, and I just go, "Hello." And then he's like, "You cut me off." And I just go, "Hello." He just kept trying to yell at me. I was, "Hello." And then, all right. And then he left. So.
Oh, that poor retarded man. I can't believe they let him drive. Can't be mad at that boy.
One of the most ninja things I ever saw in my whole life. I was driving with when I was probably in high school, and I was in the back seat with my buddy, and his dad was driving. His mom was in the front seat, and this car pulled up, and her window's down, and the driver window's down, and this dude cat calls my buddy's mom, was like, "Nice tits," or something terrible, right? And his dad had a Diet Coke in the console that was closed, and he shook this thing up, and then somehow with one hand threw it in the dude's window as he opened it. And the guy saw it coming, so he rolled his window up quick, and then it hit and just exploded all over the entire car. It was the most amazing thing I've ever seen in my entire life. We lost our minds. It was awesome.
So awesome.
I one
Harry's
time
been trying to do that ever since, and he just keeps winning cars.
Exactly.
That moment is Bauer's Moby Dick. Anyway, I one time got rear-ended by a dude who was driving. I should have phrased that differently, but anyway. And
Yeah, that's unsafe to do while you're driving.
it's true. It's true. I have a very spacious car, and we pulled over to assess the damage. And he comes out of his car and he looks at my bumper, and it was just like scratched a little bit, but not that bad. He's like, "It's not that bad." I'm like, "Okay, let's exchange information." And he just got in his car and sped off. So I got in my car and sped after him, and I'm speeding after him. He's trying to get away. He's going fast. I literally was holding traffic with my hand through my sunroof as I like went through red lights, caught him like 9 blocks later, made him turn right, pull him out of the fucking car. I'm like, "Get out of your fucking car right now." And I'm like, "I'm calling the police if you don't give me all the money in your wallet right now." And he fucking opens up. He had $80. He's like, "I only have $80." I'm like, "All 80 right now, or I call the fucking police." He gives me the $80. I went to host the Laugh Factory that night, bought the front row drinks with the $80.
Turns out it wasn't even the guy that hit you, just robbed a regular different guy.
Wrong car.
Yeah, it's like, Honda Civics all look the same. He's like, "Here, all the money I got. I don't know."
And then Ben goes over to his bumper and goes, "Yeah, it's actually fine. Bumper's fine."
Yeah, you could just lick your finger and it came right out, but it was worth it.
I had a guy actually in my last car. I drove across the country with it when I moved, and so I had a tow hitch on the back of it. And I was parked I was at a red light. I was stopped, and a dude just hits me from behind, and I get out and I look and I see that like he hit the tow hitch, like where his bumper was, and his bumper is destroyed, and nothing happened to my car whatsoever. It's just the tow hitch, and I just was like, "All right, good luck to you, man. Have a good one." And so I just left. Because I was just like, you did this to you. I'm fine. Go take your own information. Good luck.
Yeah. One time when I was in high school, I was leaving summer school, driving down the street in the middle of my campus. I was 16. I was driving for like a month, my mom's Volvo, and there's this one-way street when you get down the road when the road starts, and I look where oncoming traffic is, nothing, and I look back, and there is a man on my hood with his bicycle in the air.
Oh, Jesus.
I was going like 4 miles an hour, but I hit a guy on a bike. He was on my hood. His bike was falling up. And so he was not injured, but his bike was kind of bent. And I was like, I've been driving for a month. What do I do? He's like, "Well, I need a ride home for sure. We're going to figure this out." He gets in my car. We put his bent bike in the car and give this guy a ride several miles to his home. We kind of bonded. I ended up having to pay him $60 and to fix his bike, and he didn't report anything beyond that. So from the 2 accidents, I'm up $20.
You need to have a $20 accident to bring you back even now.
Oh, I've had a $20 accident, believe me.
And then Ben wrote, "I Know What You Did Last Summer," and made millions of dollars. That's why he's here with us today.
Is that what that movie was about? Just some guy who got his bike dented? That was
It was a minor vehicle accident.
Really, really angry for no reason. He had crazy road rage.
Rachel, what else we got?
So we have a lot of game entries, which is nice. Alex tipped Rob $2.22 and said, "Rob, your roommate interrupting had me in tears." I don't know if this was said, but it was funny. Raz said in our live Zoom chat, "Haters will say that Rob planted that heckler."
100% organic, man. This isn't UCB. We don't plant hecklers, all right? 100% organic. I just showed up.
And then we had a general, so Silver Greats had $5 for the show. For Chris, for Bowers, for the Reds jersey and the Pizza King mentioned the only good things about the Midwest.
I would agree.
Yeah, what about the Packers? Yeah, go Pack Go.
Also, lake or like river floating in tubes is pretty fun. I haven't even done it, but it sounds incredible.
There's also
Yeah.
some nice people. We don't have to mention every good thing about the Midwest. We could just take his joke and say it was
Polygamy? How about polygamy?
There are
We
some
don't have-
reasons why it's good to have less teeth. Think about it. You can take bottles.
Jello's easier.
Yeah, Jello's a lot easier.
Rachel and Bowers.
From the Midwest,
That's right.
Came from the Midwest.
but I ain't no Pizza King.
All right.
Oh my God, is that where the queen comes from? Are you the pizza queen?
We actually had a Pizza Queen in Richmond. We had a Pizza Queen in Richmond. It was a knockoff Pizza King. It was not very good.
Oh my God, they just made one. That's great. So good.
All right, we're caught up.
All right, let's play the game.
Let's play the
Let's
game
play the
then.
game.
I'm
Okay,
very excited about this game. I have 1,000 entries.
So the game today is make a movie unromantic. I'm going to read a couple of the unpaid entries that I like, and then starting with the live Zoom audience, we'll start to vote on those. Comics, you'll vote on your favorite one as well, and then I'll read any of the ones that came in on Facebook and YouTube. So I liked Hayden Barker had lost in STD transmission. We had Psycho Chicken bromancing the stone. And then Simons had when Harry ate Sally.
That
I
could
mean,
still be
depending.
romantic.
That could really help a marriage.
Could just be a porn.
Okay. Live audience, if you want to use the raise hand option or wave at me. So I see Zara Nataro can go first.
I love when Rachel eats me. So
Wow.
Well, this game is over.
It's the winner.
I'm
You
ready
get
to
a
vote.
free ticket to the front row that you're always in,
No,
and
she gets a free ticket to Los Angeles for that one.
yeah, true that. True that.
That's hot and heavy here. Okay, so instead of say the last dance, it's say the last of our broken marriage.
Oh, that's a sad one.
Instead of a walk to remember, a mud stroll at best. Can you keep a secret, family? And the ultimate, instead of Sweet Home Alabama, Donny Alabama. Love that guy.
Tomatoes. Good joke. Tam.
It's like trying to choose a favorite child.
You can do a
So
couple.
many.
So it's easy.
The terrible mermaid movie Drip. An Affair to Forget. The Faults in Our Satellites. Breakfast at Waffle House. And Racking the Stones.
That's awesome. Okay, I'm gonna do Raz's. Anybody else? Let me see that we have on there. Frank, go ahead.
Yeah. I got, did you hear me?
Yep.
Yeah.
All right. I got, instead of chasing liberty, leaving liberty.
Okay.
Instead of you've got mail, you got herpes. And,
Oddly enough, same notification sound, which is weird.
right? Instead of love, actually, indifference, actually. And that's it.
Nice. And then, so these are the rest of them. So Raz in our live audience had. Oh, I didn't copy it. That's great. One sec. Let me go back to the. Okay, so he had cold bodies. And then, yes, nobody loves you. All right. And then we also had Lola, A Star is Dead.
Which is kind of what
Gus
happened.
Walsh had Love, Actually Not. Renee Hutchison had Dirty Decoupaging. Did I not say,
What's
I didn't say that right?
Decoupaging.
Decoupaging, yeah.
Decoupaging. Dirty decoupaging. Andrea had 2, so she had Slightly Soiled Dancing.
Oh, that makes it way worse.
And then The Notebook 2, Savannah Martin's copy. We had Gus Walsh. unromantic movies everyone except Trump would hate. 13 going on 14.
Nice.
Matt Beto had my big fat Greek baklava.
That baklava?
That-
Oh, you can? Okay, my bad.
Thanks, Taylor. Brian Convideo had what men want after pooping.
Oh, God.
The whole movie is just one shot of toilet paper, matches, and privacy.
Diana Gonzalez, to all the boys I've stalked before. We've got Brian Silka, herniated disc mountain. Renee Hutchison, or I'm sorry, this one's Andrea Gordon. Titanic, the documentary. Renee.
I never thought about that. How fucked is that? That's a romantic. All right, you know what? Moving on. It took like a horrible, horrible tragedy, and they're like, no, but people were in love before. Okay, go ahead.
Renee had a star is a luminous ball of gas, mostly hydrogen and helium, held together by its own gravity.
God, I wish you finished saying hallumium. I wish you finished saying hallumium. Could have been a good running joke. Say it one more time. Say hallumium, please.
Aluminium.
Ben, you can say it either way. You could say hallumium or you could say baklava. It's the same.
Andrea Gordon, call me by my name because it's my name. What else would you call me? Tesha Whitman, my fair complexion.
I starred in that one actually.
M. Francis had friends living on benefits. And then the last one I have is Elizabeth Ann, the fault in our SARS.
Nice. All right. I'm going to vote. God, I liked a lot of them. I really liked Save the Last Piece of Our Broken Marriage. I really like Breakfast at Waffle House, but I think I'm going to go with You Got Herpes. I'm gonna go with. Rob, what was your favorite one?
I like the last one there, The Fault in Our Stars. I think that's perfect. Nice and short, concise, beautiful.
Nice. Brittany, what was your favorite?
I like P.S. Nobody Loves You.
All right. Cool. Rachel.
I like. There was so many good ones. The What Men Want After Pooping was funny, but I'm gonna give it to Elizabeth Ann's The Fault in Our Stars.
All right, Ben.
Hands down, The Fault in Our Stars.
Nice.
Steve, you don't matter. But what do you got?
Well, I have to cross out my entry of The Fault in Each Other, because I'm giving it to. And by the way, I really liked P.S. Nobody Loves You. I really like Can You Keep a Secret Family, but Fault in Our Stars wins.
Woo.
All right. Great job. Great job. Comics, did you have any you wanted to throw in? Brittany or Rob, you got one? You don't have to. But.
Maybe A Cock to Remember.
There you go.
That actually sounds pretty romantic, depending on how that movie goes.
This is stolen from the roommate. You've got junk mail.
I like it. I like it. Rachel, you got any?
No, I figured I'd let you guys win one today. So.
Very charitable of you, Queen. Appreciate it.
All right.
Say the Queen doesn't love her subjects.
Steve, how many you got?
1,000.
Ben, how many?
I have too many. I'll edit down.
I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Perfect.
Cool.
Steve, you do top 8? Let's do 10. Do 2 bonus ones that aren't in the contest right now. To your 2 worst to your 10, and then we'll do the top 8.
All right. Well, I wanted to start with a strong one, which is 10 things I hate about Jews. And then I'll also do the 40-year-old comedian who is quarantined alone. How we voting, Ben?
People just choose the one that they like best.
Their favorite one, yeah.
Favorite
Yeah, so
one.
choose your favorite entry, not the person. Choose your favorite entry.
And you can vote on Steve's YouTube. It's fine. I like mine being kind of a niche environment where nobody hangs out.
All right. Ready, Ben? Go
Yeah, I'm
for it.
ready. All right. 50 Shades of Graves.
Fair.
I gotta tell you, I was speaking at a middle school once, and one of the things we have to do is they come up with a team name, and it's for a color. And this kid goes 50 Shades of Red. He was like a 7th grader, and I go, "Oh, we can't do that. It's inappropriate." He goes, "Why is it inappropriate? It's just a book my mom reads." And I'm like, fuck. Now I explain bondage to this kid. I don't know.
You're like, oh, that was gonna be in my speech later. I don't want to spoil it now.
And let me clarify. The audience should vote which one they like which title they like the best.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. I have a police officer and a gentleman.
When Harry got much hairier.
That ruins one of mine. One of mine was when Sally was hairy.
Wow. All right.
So I'm gonna skip that one. That one doesn't count. And I'm gonna do Bridget Jones's meeting minutes.
The Fault in Our Alibis.
Nice. My big fat Greek accountant.
Lala didn't land.
Alt-right and prejudice.
The Shape of Walter.
Starve, skip church, masturbate.
Eat, pray, love.
Pray, love.
Yeah, eat, pray, love.
Yeah, we get it. Yeah.
Masturbation is a form of love, Steve, but okay.
Oh, I'm quarantined by myself. I'm aware.
Not the way Steve does it. He texts his dick like it's a heckler.
Comedian owns dick.
Comedian owns dick. Hilarious.
Jesus Christ. This sound check is the worst. Edward Scissorhands fingered me.
Oh my God. 500 days of pandemic.
Jerry Maguire is a Scientologist. You know that, right?
The wedding invoice.
Nice.
That's really
And my
good.
last one, Manchester by the See You Next Tuesday.
My last unromantic movie, 12 Candles.
Oh, wow. All right. So vote in the comments on your favorite actual entry. I'll give you my favorite one after we vote. I don't want to skew the vote, but that was
Do
really
we
good.
also tally the votes in our own front row chat as well, or is it just Steve's YouTube?
I
think-
can
No, the
tell
chat-
it in the chat.
I think front row chat.
in the
should
chat.
count.
Yeah, front row chat can work.
Haven't looked yet,
Front row
but-
chat will-
While we're tallying, can I just run down a couple that I had? Just a couple extra.
Sure.
All right, I had instead of the notebook, the Excel spreadsheet.
Nice.
Some like it room temperature. Ugly woman.
Yeah.
Gone after breaking the wind. The importance of blowing earnest.
as he goes to camp? As he goes to camp or not?
As he goes to camp. While you were sleeping, I met someone else. Slamming doors. And like water for Flint.
So that's like a fantasy genre.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes. All right, Rachel, who won?
Yeah, so the winning entry was by a landslide 10 Things I Hate About Jews.
Really?
It's good.
So upset that won, but also
It's good.
I was gonna vote for Edward Scissorhands fingered me. That was my favorite
That
one.
got a few
That
too.
was
Got a few
that
votes.
was
That was my
that was
favorite
real
too.
crazy. All right, well, we did it again. We're at the end of the show. So, comics, where do we find you out in the world? Rob, you're first. Where give us your social media plugs, and if you got anything coming up, virtual, otherwise.
Yeah, you can follow me on Instagram at @RobPugComic. I have a YouTube channel where we do sketches and podcasts called The Red Rob Roy Show. And I'm doing another one of these fun Zoom shows tomorrow. The link it's tomorrow at 8 p.m. It's on Twitch live, and it's at protestparty.tv. So check it out. That one should be good.
Cool. Awesome.
Yeah.
Brittany, where do we find you at?
You guys can find me on Instagram at Brittany Schmitt. It's BrittanySchmitt. And then also my podcast on Spotify and iTunes is called Talkin' Schmidt.
Awesome. Well, thanks so much. We'll see you both next time. You guys are great. We appreciate it.
Thank you for being here.
Bye,
Thanks,
guys. Thank you.
Thank you.
You can also find me at Bowers Comedy, as always, at Bowers Comedy. And my podcast called Dockheads is out. Comes out every Tuesday. Ben.
This Thursday is my game show live at Nowhere Comedy Club called You're the Game Show, where everyone who gets a ticket is a contestant and can win prizes, gift certificates, and a big cash prize if you're the big winner. And we moved it a half hour later, so it is not going to conflict with Steve's headlining show this Thursday at Nowhere. His is at 5 Pacific. Mine's now at 6:30. You can do both. It'll be great. Even if Steve runs a few minutes over, you'll just be able to miss, the video on mine. So it's all good. You can do both. It's incredible because we love each other. A lot of people heard that our shows might overlap, and they thought that's like two tiny hands separated by a gulf. And instead, me and Steve are like this.
Nice. Steve.
I feel bad about. I was gonna make the joke that it's good that my show is first, not Ben's, because that way it'll end on time for people to get to Ben's. Anyway,
You're so right. You are so right how you run your shows just real tight to give people barely enough what they paid for, and I give them a little extra every time. It's a great burn. Great burn.
Well, there's two models. There's people that leave them wanting more, and people are like, "Is this over yet?" And it both work. Both work well.
Yeah, that's actually, Ben, you're exactly right. That's why most movies run 5 hours, because you gotta get your money's worth. So, that said, everybody, please go to both shows. Check us out Thursday night. Nowhere Comedy Club, nowherecomedyclub.com. It's the sign here that you can't really read because it's slightly too high. I need a taller chair.
Or to tilt your camera slightly.
But then I would be like...
That's a good point. It's a good point. Good point. Take it back.
You'll be all Frank
Notaro style.
Guys, if you get a chance, please come to my show. It's going to be Nowhere Comedy Club on Thursday.
We still can't see it. We still can't see it. You're
appreciate if you guys can come to my show.
Jesus Christ.
This is not comfortable.
Rachel, as Steve slowly disappears, Rachel, we got anything to catch up on before we say goodbye to the
do.
audience?
So Jess had tipped Rob $25 and said, "Rob, you're hilarious. Thanks. Sorry so late, Rachel. This is now my BAWTH bath time show." I don't know what that means.
Oh, she's in the bath.
Bath time show. Okay. And then we have to the rescue, $5. I'm off to see Danny Alabama in a parking garage tonight. Should be a great night.
Nice.
Awesome.
Show favorite, Danny Alabama.
Danny Alabama.
And then, Matthew Plummer, $5. Don't hate me for typing helium.
Nice. Well, audience, thanks so much again for being here. We appreciate the Kentucky Fried Chicken call-outs and all that stuff. I'm definitely going to eat some chicken later. So we appreciate that. You guys are awesome. We will see you on Tuesday. We've got 2 days off. See you Tuesday. And Rachel, good seeing you yet again.
Yeah, I'll see
We
you
love you.
guys in 2 days. That's crazy. Okay.
We'll see you in 2 days. All right. I'm going to go watch some more baseball on my MLB package, and, maybe I'll start rooting for the Mets and feel better about myself. But you guys have been fun. We'll see you on Tuesday.
Well, if you want to root for the Mets and feel better about yourself, you should not look at what happened at the top of the 10th inning. Because Not over, but it does not look good. It does not look good. Our bullpen is already tired. It's the second game. Anyway, thank you guys for watching the show. I'm going to go just hope for a grand slam, I guess, because that's what they're down by 3. Goodbye.
I just got the update. The Mets lost by 300 runs, and so that's unfortunate.
Damn it, Ben's head.
Thank you guys for being with us. What a pleasure. I just want to say from the bottom of my heart how much it means to us. And I feel like now's the best time to show you what's in the box finally, you guys. Here we go. So let me just quickly show you. Here you go. Let me just
I can't see the box.
try to jimmy it open there. There we go.
What's in the frame?
Hold on 1 second. There you go. I think you can clearly see right now. Do you see?
Oh, wow.